Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
No, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
We don't care about anything else. We're walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room, and you return the favor.
Got her in. Oh. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop! Stop it now! I order you to stop! I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you gotta fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all 4 fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah. Okay. I
got you standing wearing it with holding 2 giant buckets, like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar, and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it. Hey, what's going on, you frothy, fuzzy Frankenfurters? Welcome to Grunt Speak.
Live from the lair!
Gleep, glop, and floop-de-doo in the house. I got to open my beer. It didn't make nearly as satisfying a noise as a can does. You notice that? It's unfortunate. And, of course, my camera's already glitching. I don't think there's anything I can do, but I'm pretty sure that it's either because, 1, this house is haunted. That's 1. And 2, we do have electrical work that's older than both of us put together.
From the 30s.
Yes.
Actually, let's be honest. The house has been rewired 3 times. And there's still some knob and tube in this house.
Don't say that too loud. Your ex might sniff around.
I know. She wants the knob and the tube.
She's used to getting all the knob and tube she can handle. 500,000 dongs a night.
Well, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I had to divorce her because I wasn't going to live in the mulch pile from her basically wood chipper of a vagine.
Processes a lot of wood through there. It's like a lumber mill.
Forest of cock run through her.
Really gives new meaning to forest through the trees, doesn't it?
Yeah. Once you saw that, I'm like, unrecoverable. I'm out.
Disgusting. Arvero says Blake's bottle refuses to queef. That is correct. And this coming from a dude who literally walked in on a queefing contest once. This is why you should never date women who are too much younger than you.
Yes.
Because sooner or later you start to realize there really is a generational gap here. And as much as I enjoy filling it, I should probably start planning my exfil.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, the girl who was on her period won the queefing contest. And seriously, it sounded like a duck call being set off by remote in a mud puddle.
Oh, that's horrible.
It was pretty bad. Uber driver of the apocalypse already jumping in with a chat. Still living out of spite, gentlemen. Cardiologist says everything is A-okay. And just keep doing the good stuff in rehab. Celebrated my 50th last Saturday. Well, happy birthday to you, sir. I'll drink to that. Out frickin' standing. Welcome to the show, everybody who's piling in. I figured I would share something because we actually got a couple of emails from one of our life saved, Agent 426 here. So I've been fucking around with Chat GPT to create action figures. Those of you who were watching last week, or was it the week before, you probably know what we're talking about here. Best thing since fucking meme and demotivator generators. Richard Fitzwell has his cards. I have these, I guess. I should have asked this a while ago, but concerning donations, I'm not just donating through YouTube. They can go die for all I care. Well, that part's irrelevant. But what you, or should I say, but I know what you want to see. You want to see these, don't you? You want to see the action figures. We got the Ride and Roast figure for me there. Comes with a tumbler and a mixer. There's the captain of the gay cruise there. My suspicion points counter is at 0. I don't know. Shouldn't it be days since homo confirmed and it should be 0? It's just a suggestion. Battle Dwarf Wood Chipper Technician with a Crime Stoppers Award, a 6-pack of beer, and a noose. There should be a wood chipper in there somewhere. Jeffrey Paul, the legendary guitarist, and of course you got Morty down here.
His dog. All right.
There's Ride and Roast Pop. Stay in the fight, or stay in the figot. Live out of spite. AI still having trouble with that text there. And then the Poplander, and Boxed Wine and Catland edition. Got the boxed wine. 2 different kinds of boxed wine. Got some kitty litter in there. This is my no square sign. And the head of a cat. I guess that's the 0.5 cats, right?
It's a 0.5.
The 0.5. There's your 0.5 cat right there.
Half a cat, yeah.
And then, of course, the singing pop with the pride flag.
Oh, my God.
The pink microphone, the Bud Light. What happens in Vegas stays on YouTube. Coming to you in a toy store, never.
Let's hope so.
Unless we can actually find a like a merch shop online that does action figures, because I would totally be down for selling some of those and donating some of the proceeds to Men's
Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get your hands on that stuff because it was made in China. And we're probably not going to do business with them for quite some time.
David. Yeah, fuck China.
That's right.
I could give 2 shits less. Like the Chinese people, I have no problem with them whatsoever. The Chinese Communist Party is a different animal entirely.
Yeah, it's like an overarching, dark-hearted evilness that tries to play nice, act all nice, but in reality, they do not have your best interest for the world and their own citizens.
Amen to that. So thank you, Agent 426. And then especially the Poplander figure, that was freaking hilarious. We got a lot of stories for you tonight to get through here that we've been kind of sitting on for a while. But before we even get into that, I have to talk about the latest Leftoid fail.
All right.
As we all know, the climate change as they like to pitch it to you, is
Did you say chlamydia?
the chlamydia change. Yes. As they pitch it to you is weapons grade hogwash. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to stop them from their newest tact of coming for your dogs. I shit you not. Climate wackos are apparently going after dogs now, and I can't wait to see how it works out for them. This is on Not the Bee. Mother Jones has the original tweet here. Dogs have extensive and multifarious environmental impacts, disturbing wildlife, polluting waterways, and contributing to carbon emissions, new research has found. Yes, I know dogs, they're like the worst drivers on the road. They have like the worst carbon emissions from all of those European hamster mobiles.
Let's just be honest. Everyone watching this show, you are the carbon that they want to recycle.
Yep.
Just so you know that. I mean, they've already gave everyone the poke and smoke. They've been keeping us all sick forever. They're poisoning our food. They're just going to crank it up one notch at a time before it's a dying fest.
Yes. Never mind the fact that a single volcano releases more carbon emissions into the atmosphere than all of humanity has managed to do since the Industrial Revolution. But we're not going to talk about that. That's real science, not science.
Yeah, it's not made up from scientists.
Yes.
And what's that? Greta, what's her face?
Greta Thunberg.
The Greta, that German chick, the one that said, "How dare you?"
How dare you?
I was watching Sandman, or maybe it was Turd Flinging Monkey. They kind of mixed together. But apparently she is turning into one of the cows that she wants replaced.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
She's no longer divine. She's bovine.
Yeah, she has ballooned up, and she's probably pushing 2 1/4 now.
It's very possible. Hey, it is what it is, and fecal alcohol syndrome's a bitch, not quick like a stroke. What else do they have to say in this so-scientific consensus? In the U.S., studies have found that deer, foxes, and bobcats were less active in or avoid wilderness areas where dogs were allowed. Hunting could also be possible, a possible contributing factor to this. While other research shows that insecticides from flea and tick medications kill aquatic invertebrates when they wash off into waterways. Dog feces can also leave trace scents and affect soil chemistry and plant growth.
Not really.
The carbon footprint of pets is also significant. A 2020 study found the dry pet food industry had an environmental footprint of around twice the land area of the UK, with greenhouse gas emissions 56 to 151 MT CO2, equivalent to the 60th highest emitting industry. Isn't that like saying it's barely a fucking blip on the radar?
Well, okay, hang on.
Wow.
They literally went nuts over dairy farms, pig farms, poultry farms.
We got to stop the cow farts.
Look, just shut the fuck up about that bullshit.
Wow.
We got to eat. I am not going vegan ever.
Yep.
I love to walk into a restaurant, look at the waitstaff and go, I would like to have something that used to have a mother, preferably killed with a bat.
And you know that this article was written by somebody who not only has a dog, but also several jars of peanut butter and a dishwasher full of male analogs.
I just want to know, when is this going to get corrected?
No idea.
I mean, these liberal rags, the mainstream media pushing this propaganda needs to get shut down.
You're not kidding, man. Lies on the lying liars who tell them. I love the reactions, though. The author, and it's a cat at a laptop.
The cat lady?
Yes, the institutional capture by the cat ladies continues. Sonny Bunch, as true now as it was 6 years ago. Environmentalists make good movie villains because they want to make your real life worse. Russ Latino, the U.S. Democrats have no message. Lefties, hey, what if we went after people's dogs? Yeah, come and take it, exactly.
Yep.
Just wow.
Where's this coming from?
Honestly,
I mean, they were coming after everyone's stoves a couple of years ago, and it came out of the blue.
This is what happens when you have a culture of such supreme decadence, and you have people who are addicted to outrage and drama. They don't have any real problems, so they have to manufacture them. And then they expect everybody else to play along with their delusional psychosis.
Yeah.
Because when you don't have real problems and there's not really like back in the late 90s, we were basically post-racial America.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was thanks to black sitcoms like Fresh Prince, Family Matters, and whatnot. Like everybody was like, okay, we're kind of on an even keel now. So the education system, infiltrated by the communism with tits and the like, decided, well, if we're not going to have real violence, we need to convince people that feelings are real and words are violence. Yeah. And here we are.
And hurt feelings are violence.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Basically, the children who were born into that world in 1999 are now the ones who are just coming out of college, and this is the shit that they're spewing.
And all of that virtue signaling, they're like trying to be moral about stuff that really doesn't matter.
No.
Or it didn't really used to matter. It does now because everyone's worked up over it needlessly.
Amen to that.
That's the power of propaganda.
Plains Warrior says you need to put those action figures in your merch shop. Hey, if we can figure out a place that'll make them, I'm all for it. I know we're supposed to have a Dr. Ginger Hamster on the show tonight. Unfortunately, apparently work decided to step in. Murphy showed up. And things happen. And as it still happens, we have Murphy videos now. So here he is.
We go.
Murphy's in the house and he's got a big boner. Got a big boner. Make you a loner. Bend you over and make you a moaner.
Hey!
When you got important work to
oh my
do,
God.
Gonna bend you over and use no lube. Murphy's in the house and he's got a big boner.
That's how it goes, man.
That's not a good look.
So hopefully we'll have a hamster in the house, provided he doesn't run into Richard Gere or some random wackoid.
Do you have box wine and Catland? Do you have it teed up?
Of course, I got box wine and Catland. Oh, you want the picture?
The picture.
Okay. Well, I'll play the song while I look for the picture.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
I missed. There it is.
There it is.
Now, you got to keep in mind that this is just a rough draft.
This is a rough draft of what boxed wine and Catland looks like.
Yeah.
It is a full-on island.
I have put some of the...
there's the kitty
labels.
litter desert.
Yep. And then there's...
the boxed wine vineyard.
There's...
what is this here in the middle there?
That's a graveyard.
Oh, it's a graveyard.
Yeah.
It's an island within an island. Should that be Galcatraz?
Oh! Yeah. Galcatraz.
And this is the jungle. It should be the Mungle. Munging. The I hit the wall arch. Port just the tip. Reasons and Vagina Fairy.
Uh-huh.
Meth and Dick's Ferry.
That's how you get to
the I Can Have It All Pier and the Unicorn Highway.
Yep.
Yes. Outstanding.
Yeah, and I'm using Dungeons and Dragons map making software because the real shit's just too expensive.
It does the job.
Yeah. It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, you just need to have a rainbow road that goes all over the map.
I believe there's three major cities on there. I'm going to actually have like city maps, and I'm going to have like guests come in and like read traffic reports and crimes and stuff like that.
Well, we need more terrain variety. We need to get some mountain ranges. We need like the Fappalachian Mountains and the Cocky Mountains and the Himalayas. I don't know, something. Private just sent us 50 on YouTube chat. Thank you very much. You get a thank you message. So, Dave's not here, so we'll have him thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Bring ding 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 ding. Thank you very much.
Hilarious.
Wow. It's quite a day in the neighborhood.
We have to actually have a theme song for box wine and Catland.
Of the Bukkake Mountains.
That's going in the book.
How about the Caucasians?
Huh?
CAWKAS.
All right.
It was the Caucasian mountains. Caucasian always sounded like a mountain range to me anyway. We're going to go hiking in the Caucasians again this summer.
They actually do have mountains, the Caucasus Mountains.
The Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah.
Caucasus Maximus. Oh, man.
Yes.
Well,
somebody fucked around and us Caucasians came out of the goddamn mountains and fucked up everyone.
that's how it goes, man. Never, ever piss off a German. You wind up with a World War for your efforts. And you know what? Turns out you really shouldn't piss off men, ladies, because what winds up happening is you create your own monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what the subject of tonight is. That was kind of like the running theme through all of these stories that we've been sitting on, kind of, brought out is like, if it wasn't for single mothers, we wouldn't have the kind of men that these women hate. And if it wasn't for women's bad behavior and aversion to accountability, you also wouldn't have these kind of men that women hate. And at the same time, men are also creating their own monsters by, finding these, they see the hot ones and they're like, well, she's probably too stuck up. I know it. I'll go and I'll hit on the 4. Well, that's not a unique idea. And what you wind up with is a 4 who thinks she's a 10 and thinks that she can charge $7 a month so you can look at her cellulite-ridden butthole.
Well, how many times have we actually ripped on chivalry? Probably like 2 or 3 times.
At least.
In the past. And women have hijacked that entire thing.
It's a warrior's code.
It's a warrior's code. And one of the main reasons it was put into place is back in the day when they went to war, everyone died. Women, children, it's a whole deal. And the guys who won the area are like, who's going to work the land now?
Yeah.
We have to put no more killing women and children. Come on. They put that in there. Everything else, it's a warrior's code. And women hijacked it and ruined it just like they do everything, i.e. Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
Oh, I just realized that we don't have, Boxed One in Catland probably needs a national bird, right?
Yeah.
The swallow.
Ah. Yeah.
There you go. Because that's all they're good for. So what do we get when we get modern women? The women who overestimate their market value by a drastic amount. What do these women look like? Well, they tend to look like this. She's kind of a freakazoid already. But what does she look like without the makeup? That's what everybody's question. One of the reasons why my wife got a second and third date and on and so forth is because she showed up for our first date with no makeup on. And I was like, I know what I'm waking up next to. This is a good thing. Men in general, this tends to be how we roll. And women apparently didn't get the memo.
After makeup. Before makeup.
Ah!
After makeup. Before makeup. After makeup. Before makeup.
Oh my God.
After makeup. Before makeup.
Oh!
Meth and dicks!
After makeup.
It's still bad.
Before
Oh,
makeup.
it's even worse!
At least she has good teeth.
After makeup. Before makeup.
Oh, go with the mole.
That's a
After
3.
makeup. Before makeup.
Oh. Okay, to
After
be fair, that's
makeup.
not her fault.
Yeah.
Before makeup.
Oh my God.
Walking Dead.
After makeup. Before makeup.
Ah!
After makeup. Before makeup.
Oh!
After makeup.
Yeah, not even close.
Before makeup.
Ah! Looks like Nell
After
Carter.
makeup. Before makeup.
You got to send me that video. I'm going to do a layer on this.
What is with the septum piercings, man? Ugh.
I know. But yeah, after the show, email me that video because I'm going to do a layer on that.
Oh, you got it, bro. I'll hook
Because,
you up.
listen, it is an absolute travesty. Some of these ladies are miracle workers. They have a $30,000 bump and grind shop in their house.
Seriously, go work for Hollywood.
They go from a 3 to an 8. I mean, come on. And then they go to the bar, and some dude's like, oh, look at that hot piece of stuff. Even if they fall short and she's a 3 and she dolls up to a 6, somebody will drink her up to an 8.
Yes.
And then he'll give her the 10 dick, and then she'll stalk him, burn his shit down, slash his tires, do all kinds of crazy ass. I mean, it's just not worth it, man.
Amen to that. Arian Sinshu says, go swimming on the first date. I agree with that. I got a question with the Plains Warrior. Blake put a link to what? You can't just say put a link. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And don't forget, half of the time, like most of these comments are coming in at different times during the stream because not everybody's watching it live as it happens. So don't assume I know what you're referencing.
And we get comments on virtually all of the different,
Correct.
platforms we stream to.
Yes. It's difficult to keep up with them all. We have our first story here was actually sent in quite a while ago when we were talking about the idea of train wrecks of the past. And this comes to us from Mike, and he says, it's me again. I caught the latest clip and had to submit my own. In my early 20s, around 2002, I dated a chick who lived over a state away. It's a bad idea.
Big mistake. Long-distance relationships do not work. She will trip and fall on the closest penis.
To the video that I just showed, there is no link because it was copied and sent to me. So if you guys want a copy of it, though, email redonkulasblake@gmail.com and I will happily send one to you.
Do it.
All right. I was smitten. Huh.
Well, when you're in your 20s, that happens really easy.
It does, yeah. It's the puppy lust phase.
Well, hang on. There's another thing women don't seem to understand. If they actually get a dude who's smitten it in their young 20s and the dude is in his 20s and they fumble that, they're probably not going to come across that again.
Yeah.
That's why you got to get these dudes early while they're stupid.
Yeah, because the more cock they get run through them, the less that means every single time, and the more us men pick up on it. Men pick up on your body count the same way women pick up on desperation.
Oh, yeah.
It's something in the eyes.
No, they could smell it. You walk in the room like, he smells desperate.
And then you walk into a chick's barracks, it smells like Quim.
No, I've actually had women tell me that.
Yeah.
In the bar, like,
He
I can
smells
smell desperation on those guys. Oh, wow.
You're like, bees and dogs can smell fear.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something to be said about it. It's a mystery of human chemistry. I can't explain it. All we can do is observe it. All right. So this is where it gets bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was smitten and footed over $3,000 in bills, sneaking her phone cards and cell phones so we could get around her cock-blocking dad.
Oh, my God.
Bad.
Well, first of all,
right off the bat,
you
bad.
can't really blame the father for trying to keep that from happening.
Early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be a dude in his early 20s. He knows how we think. He knows how we act.
Yeah.
Wants to protect his little girl from that. But the thing is, when you overprotect girls from that, they tend to rebel and become exactly what you're trying to keep them from becoming.
Catholic school girls?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have no and then she unzipped her jumper stories, is what it is. The relationship ended when I realized she just wasn't mature enough or ready to actually settle down. It wasn't a terrible breakup, but by that point I knew it probably wasn't going to wind up in happily ever after. She was much younger and said the L word before I considered her an option. So if you were in your early 20s and she was much younger, what was she, 17, 18 maybe? How much younger are we talking about here, Mike?
If it's illegal young, don't tell us.
Yeah, if it's illegal young, I don't want to know. Fast forward a dozen or so years. In my early 30s, having been fully red-pilled by then, I get a voicemail on a very old Magic Jack that was all but forgotten. It was her calling me collect.
Oh, here we go.
From jail. Probably beating her boyfriend to death with a radial dial telephone. Now it was a voicemail, so no option to call her back to actually see what was going on. Don't remember if I had the caller ID, but it was probably a payphone anyway. So my curiosity gets the best of me, and I look her up on Facebook. She's looking like hell. 2 kids and a messed up life. What was I saying about women becoming the exact opposite of what their fathers are trying to maintain when they're too controlling?
Correct.
Oops. There's a post that she was promoted to team/shift lead of her Mary Maid style employer after only 7 years. Yeah, 2 kids, a dead-end job, and looking like the wind gave up on her sales 10 years ago. I think I posted something like, sorry I didn't pick up your collect call, but I dodged a bullet way back when, and again when you called.
Nice.
A bit vindictive, but who has the gall to call an old flame instead of family when you're down and out like that?
Desperate.
A little bit.
Yeah, desperate women do that.
Very much desperate. And you were mentioning early on, when you are a woman in your early 20s and you got a dude who is willing to fork out that kind of money just to keep seeing you in spite of a controlling father figure, how often do you think you're going to get that kind of treatment in your life?
Yeah, it's not gonna work out for you.
Well, it turns out some of the smart ones may actually be figuring this out. Let's take a listen.
Okay, realistically, if I want kids by about 28, but I want to be married for probably 2 years before having kids, I need to have a husband and be married by 26. And then I'm going to be engaged for probably about a year, to plan the wedding and do all that stuff. So I need to be a fiance. I need to be engaged by 25. But then, usually before you get engaged, you're probably dating the person for about 2 years. I feel like that's a good amount of dating someone.
Fair.
That means that I'm going to have to basically meet this person by 23?
Yeah.
22?
Guess how old she is.
Wait a second. I'm very much single. So how is this going to work? Because my plans are getting a little, I actually have to meet someone tomorrow to have this be my life. What the fuck?
Okay, what she's doing here is what we call in the military backwards planning.
Yeah.
Now, women have a whole other concept of backwards planning. They kind of get drunk and then they kind of back up onto your cock.
A little bit.
It's not good planning for the future. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just being honest, especially if she's a wide load and she's backing up here. It's not a good look, man.
No.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look at all. But hey, at least she's got some understanding.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know what? I can't live like I have all the time in the world, can I?
But here's the thing. She's a good-looking woman.
She is.
I guarantee you she had one or two boyfriends in high school that said the L word.
Yeah.
And she probably fumbled them.
And with lips like that, she could start a leaf blower.
Yeah.
All right.
And listen, women don't seem to understand. If they get a man who used the L word on them, that doesn't happen that often for you. And if you pass it up, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
And the thing is, I see dudes making similar mistakes with like the good ones in their early 20s all the time.
Yeah.
Like these women, they have not been brainwashed by like higher education and all that shit yet. These are the ones who will bring you food at work. They'll bring you a coffee. They just call up to check on you, all that other stuff. And you think, well, this is just how it is. And you find out in very short order after you break up with a woman like that, no, it's not.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
I've seen it happen. I've done it myself. It is what it is. And it's very, very rare that you find another woman who's willing to do all that shit for you in your 30s.
Yeah. Unfortunately for me,
that's why they tend to go younger.
Because I was raised by a single mother, I chose poorly. And that's why we have a show now. And
at least you don't look like
61 lives saved on the board.
At least you don't look like Donovan at the end of Last Crusade. That would suck.
That would be bad.
I'd love to see a pop deep fake for that moment in Last Crusade. Chose poorly.
I did.
Wop wop.
I ignored a whole parade of Chinese red flags.
We've all done it. We've all done it. There's a lot of dudes out there, they wound up getting ran through the ringer and then they look back and they're like, you know what, that one chick that I just kind of cast off You know, she probably was actually a good woman, and I kind of fucked that. Hey, you know what? What's done is done.
That's right.
You know, it's a good thing to look back and assess your actions. It's not a good thing to get hung up on them and keep living in the past. That is a bad male habit to get into.
That's called driving forward in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
You're going to wind up smashing up your life even more.
This is bad, right?
Yeah.
This is bad. Private tossed in another 25 over on the YouTubes. Thank you very much. Leave us a comment. I'd like to know what's going on in your thinking. Me, just dropping stuff with no comment. We appreciate you.
You're Christopher Walken, no comment.
You don't no comment in the chat. I want to know what the hell you're talking about. I mean, are you just sitting there with a gold watch up your ass,
Doing this and that.
doing this and that? You're playing Switch with the thumbs. It smells like your mom. No, that one's your ex. That one's your mom. Okay. Do you have any hand sanitizer? My kingdom for some Purell.
That's good shit, man.
Mrs. Sarge is probably laughing her ass off right now. Hi, Mrs. Sarge. I'm not sure if you watch while he's at work, lurking on silent stealth mode, but, I'm sure you're probably out there.
The lurker.
The lurker. We got another one here from Leslie. Gentlemen, this is my first response to one of your videos, so please keep my privacy. I'll be 80 soon. Wow. Damn, that might be one of the...
Is this a dude or a chick?
Might be one of the oldest dudes watching the show.
It's a dude?
I think it's a dude. Yeah, it's a dude. After 14 years of mirage...
The mirage?
With 3 or 4 years of canceling my ex, filed for divorce.
Oh, shit.
She was not happy. Canceling. I meant to say counseling. He wrote canceling on accident. So 3 or 4 years of counseling, she filed for divorce. Oh, excuse me. Bolsheviks. She was not happy. The counseling did not work because she felt the counselors, or counselors as most of them tend to be, at least 4 different ones, took my side. Okay, so these were actual counselors who listened to facts, logic, and reason. That's nice to hear. It's refreshing. But I'm guessing this was back in the day. If you're 80 now, that might have been back, before higher education was co-opted by communism with
counseling
kids.
is just an emotional prison camp anyway. It's totally it is. You pay for it. You're locked in the prison camp with everyone else, blaming you, starving you, and ripping your life apart.
And on Box Wine and Catland, that prison is called Meowschwitz.
It's going on the map.
All of them were her choices, too. That makes it even worse. She dragged out the divorce proceedings, so I had to refile it after 5 years. Overall, the process took 8 years, 6 months, and 14 days. That's like a Pitt Jolie divorce.
8 years?
Holy damn.
What decade did this take place in?
He doesn't say specifically.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't count it. And the best part, it cost me the better part of $1 million.
Dude, I'm so sorry, bro.
Well, didn't you say the average dude in his lifespan working?
2.5 million.
2.5 million. So you're talking about nearly half of your lifetime net worth.
It's actually 2.5 million in value for somebody with a high school education, 2.8 to 3 for somebody with a 4-year degree.
Either way, you're talking
those jobs
a size.
those jobs don't exist anymore.
That's a sizable
that's
chunk. Sizable chunk. I rebuilt my life living comfortably. I travel 3 to 4 times a year. Been to Antarctica.
Oh, dude, I want to go there so bad.
Yeah, I hope you didn't bring back the thing.
Yeah, you don't want that.
It was bad.
You don't want the thing on your thing.
That thing wanted to be us.
Those things don't work out well.
No.
Just saying.
Having fun dancing and have good relations with my stepdaughter, as long as you're not having actual relations with your stepdaughter.
Yeah, I don't want to hear these things.
Yeah. I helped her to be a doctor. That's good stuff. I also have a very nice, steady girlfriend, Japanese, for 15 plus years.
The mama-san.
Does she live on your egg roll?
Yeah.
And her family loves me. Now to the meat. My ex started to eat junk food and just watch TV full time after the divorce. Oh, you mean that a woman who is addicted to drama needs to watch it on TV?
Yeah. The never-ending drama?
Still my heart. She was traumatized, she claimed.
Get out of here.
Well, women now can be traumatized from Twitter, so take that with a grain of salt and then put it on your French fries and eat them. After a while, it caught up with her. Long list of maladies. She would not change, even when her daughter told her that it will kill her.
Stand by. She'll change when she's dead.
There you go.
She'll rot.
She will shuffle off the meat suit. But what do we always say? What does the CDC say about obesity? What does it increase the possibility of? All causes of death. There you go. Damn.
Boom.
Her daughter looked after her for 3 years until she passed away last year. Toward the end, she asked my daughter, "When is Leslie taking me home?" several times. I always subscribed to living well is the best revenge, and it is true. Yes.
Yep.
I'm RP from a long time ago, which is a possible reason why most women hate the fact that they cannot control me. I am a gentleman, but I go my own way. Feel free to condense as it suits you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, man. And please
Woof.
share the channel with your brothers, man, and your
Yeah,
friends. We need all of the PR we can get because we are not getting shared on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, it is what it is.
True story. Oh, man. Read a couple chats from, let's go see if there's anybody on Odyssey. Nobody on Odyssey. That's fine, though. We do have, I believe, another $50 chat over on MGTOW.tv. I'll put up Battle Dwarf or Kampfsberg for that one.
Thanks for your support.
I'm telling you, he needs to market the mead as Kampfsberg mead. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Do it.
Send me a text to remind me, and I'll
will.
send it to him. Yeah, that needs to happen.
Mungo Harry with another one of his Bulwer Lytton 2010 romance submissions. "Trent, I love you," Fiona murmured, and her nostrils flared at the faint trace of her lover's masculine scent, sending her heart racing in her mind, dreaming of the life they would have together, alternating sumptuous world cruises. Phrasing, with long romantic interludes in the mansion on his private island. Alone together except for the maids, the cook, the butler, and Dirk and Raphael, the hard-bodied pool boys.
It sounds like 50 Shades of Grey or whatever.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey hair. Whew. Redonkulas. That's some pretty funny stuff right there, though.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got a $10 donation over here from Transformational Synergy. Good topic here. Great topic on Tuesday. Thanks, guys. Well, thank you, sir. Oh, crazy uncle. I want to know if this still holds up. Before I even started dating, I heard that the youngest a man can date before society looks at you weird, you need to do the math, take your age, divide it in half, and add 7. After doing the math on yourself, I would like your opinion if this old standard held up. Standard first heard around 1990.
All right, now hang on. Is this for the age of the woman you're dating?
Your age. So, like, I'm about to be 42, so we'll take 21, add 7, 28. Would somebody frown on a 42-year-old dating a 28-year-old?
Not really.
Not really, not so much.
Well, okay, first of all, I don't give a goddamn rat's ass.
Yeah, there's that too.
I'm beyond the give a shit damn or fucks. I do what I fucking do. If you like it, great. If you don't, fuck off. I don't care.
And in your case, I believe it would be 35. Would be the age, which is roughly around what you target anyway.
I would never talk to a woman younger than 32 now.
Oh yeah, no way.
I just can't do it. It's
like I said,
much time.
it's fun filling that generational gap, but it's no place you want to take a vacation.
No,
at least not long term.
The thing is, if you go with a woman that's exceptionally young, you got to explain everything because they don't have any context to what you're talking about.
The fact that the generation right behind mine thought Titanic was just a movie makes my head explode.
Yeah.
Wow. We got another one here from Cypher Leonis. Not sure if this registers, but I figured you'd find a place for it. I was one of the most blue-pilled of young men, and I can't be sure if it was due to my father being a good provider, but between work and my mother being a nagging wife, he wasn't an attentive father in my childhood.
No, it's the nagging.
The nagging, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because if he's being nagged routinely, he's probably also being nagged when he parents, and no dude wants to sign up for that shit show. What did Deadpool say? Yakov Smirnoff opening for the Sex Pistols at the Ohio State Fair kind of shit show. I will not buy anybody tickets to that show.
Nice.
My mother was a mild nagger to me and my brother. And remember, there's an A in that word, YouTube. Don't ban me, bro. And my brother, but she worked as well, and I'm still living with her at 36.
36.
Don't do it. Saves me a lot in rent, but I still figure I need a good ass chewing for this. Pop, a knife hand, please.
Get the hell out of there. What are you doing, man?
You're fucking up. This is bad. So I can't say I wasn't loved. I live in a country where welfare is a rather common income source and walked right into the trap at 16. I've only dated 6 times in my life, none longer than 8 months. But the best motivated me to learn to drive myself everywhere instead of relying on others or public transport. Another point to chew my ass out, no homo. But my ORN pay abuse is the worst result of those years.
I get it.
Unfortunately, with the younger generations having such an easy time accessing it, this is going to get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better.
What you're trying to tell us is you became a master debater without even being married.
There you go.
You're fucking up by the numbers.
Jill. Now to the crux of this email. I used to play the victim and blame my laziness on all kinds of external problems like migrants taking jobs, women being unable to tell the truth. In my situation, I can still afford a weekly gym membership, legally owned and insure. There is a mandatory insurance related to owning a car where I live and here.
Yep.
And look for a job while not looking like a bogan. Hint of my country. So if anyone out there knows what a bogan is,
it sounds like Australia.
It's very possible. Now, I understand that the dating market in my country from 30 and up is like looking for good video games made after 2019. Nothing good, and all from DEI developers. I have made peace with that and hope to find a stable job in order to buy a house before I'm too old to enjoy it. I keep telling you, when we're on the stream, you can leave that out.
Oh, okay.
It's when we're recording, recorded material that it bothers me.
I'm sorry.
And you were the one, having cold earlier. You're so cold.
I was getting cold.
Heat is a crutch, Pop.
Yeah, it is, actually.
Blood is a crutch. Air is a crutch. Working synapses are a crutch.
You should come film me when I teach you kickboxing class.
You should limp home on all your crutches.
Yeah. I'll say that to the students. They need a fan. What? Fan's a crutch.
Fan's a crutch.
Hit the bag. Shut up. Unfuck your life. And I have like women, like they walk across the street from the main parking lot. I'll open up the door and I'll be like, "You're late." Shut the door.
Yelling out the window like Gladys Kravitz.
I do. And sometimes they're like, "What the hell?" They're used to it now, but
that's another thing that I would have to explain to the younger generation. Gladys Kravitz on Bewitched. They'd be like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
Minecraft is the greatest game of all time. Anyway. No, he already got to that part here. I've made peace with this situation and hope to find a stable job in order to buy a house before I'm too old to enjoy it. I find small jobs here and there with some intermittent side gigs to boost my savings. The point being, in my country, it is impossible to be unfit and completely destitute without actually trying to be or permanently disabled. And yet so many people cry out to daddy government instead of working hard. Well, that's what happens in a welfare state.
Yep.
That's why socialism has never and will never work. I would like this to be a warning to young men about working hard to get a trade or career early in life to avoid welfare dependence in later life, and a message to anyone living in a country with reliable welfare. Just because you don't have what you want early in life or feel like you lack direction, that doesn't mean you can sit back and build an Xbox body. Work any job and suffer the shit bosses, bad pay, and the shit conditions. Do not chase women, as they will drag you from long-term prosperity, even if it is just for a one-night stand. Think about how much money you can save only buying one dinner and not traveling for 30 seconds of oh baby. The money saved not buying the latex and the 5% break risk that leads to 18 years of child support. If you want a family, the woman will come along in time. If you don't meet her in high school as a high school student, duh, but required. Be better than the blue-pilled men who worship the Bermuda Triangle and the speed bags. Long-time viewer, Cypher Leonis.
I love how he uses my lingo.
In the words of Lionel Johnson, loyalty is its own reward.
All right, now if I've thought about this quite a few times because I was a bad child.
No.
And there was a couple times where it could have went, and I could have wound up in prison.
A prison. Big boy
Prison.
pound me in the ass prison.
Yeah. And if that happened to me and I wound up getting out of prison at like 37, 38, I would go to trade school for a couple of years, learn a trade, and that's what I would do.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, in retrospect, that's what I would have done. I have a 4-year degree that's worth a whole lot of fuck all.
Yeah, I'm actually tempted to like start taking a class here and there for electrician.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Do you have any idea how much money HVAC dudes make?
Well, I just want to, learn some marketable skills that I could use if I need to.
That is something that no one should ever stop doing.
Yeah.
So many people in life just get to a complacent spot and they focus on the essentials, and the rest of the time they just slack off. Learning new skills can only improve you as a person.
Yeah.
Never stop doing that. Never stop being a student.
Like one of my old sergeant majors, like he retired from state troopers in the Army, and he literally became a welder, electrician, a mechanic. He would tell all of these schools because he's just fucking bored. Like that's if I wasn't doing the show, I would probably do some shit like that too.
Well, there you go. We'll have to figure something out.
Well,
I'm gonna play with electrical wires.
Yeah, what could happen? It'll be fun.
I've been playing with wires since I was a kid. Oh yeah, what'd you do? I used to put panties in light sockets. And that's really the difference between parents now, these helicopter parents, and parents when you and I were kids.
Oh no, let them do it once.
Yeah, exactly.
Only do it once.
Oh, you want to put a penny in a light socket? You try that out.
Yeah. He's gonna burn himself on the stove.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
will.
hell, didn't it?
Yeah, he'll burn himself on the stove once.
Yeah, he's not going to do that again. I'm just saying.
I mean, one little contact burn, not a big deal. If he knocks over boiling oil, that's a whole other thing.
Oh hell, man! Yeah, a burn is a very, very good teacher. That's why we routinely burn each other. But I remember the worst one that I ever had was when I was working at Olga's kitchen and I was reaching for something. I forget exactly how it happened, and my arm touched the heat lamp over where they deliver the food for just a fraction of a second. 2nd-degree burns all the way. And that was when I learned one of the only useful things that my horse chick ever taught me. If you need to keep a bandage on and you are in a profession where you need to be moving around a lot and band-aids just have a hard time staying on you, buy horse tape. That you can get it on Amazon. That it comes in all kinds of different colors so it can match your uniform, your polo, whatever it is you're wearing. Wrap it around whatever you got bandaged up. That shit will not come off until you cut it off.
I used to use duct tape in the Army.
Well, horse tape is a lot easier to take off than duct tape and not nearly as painful.
Yeah.
Just saying, you put duct tape on your body, you might as well just get a bikini wax because it's pretty bad.
After I did some of these crazy long road marches, I'd have moleskin and duct tape all over my feet. Maybe all ripped to shreds.
And you used to spray that with the Lysol, right, to get rid of the foot funk?
Yep.
Yeah, it's good times.
Yeah. And that shit works too. It's a little painful.
It does.
Especially in your nutsack. But
the Lysol in the nutsack, really?
If they have crotch rot and you're in the middle of the jungle, yeah.
God!
I didn't say it was comfortable. I just said it worked.
I just remember when my oldest brother talked my next oldest brother into putting cologne on his sack for a date. It burns!
Oh my God!
My brother living room laughing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, the brothers got to give each other shit. That's just how it rolls. Raging Sailor over on Rumble says, let's start off with good news. My father is out of the ICU and doing well. He should be discharged from the hospital on Tuesday or Wednesday. I laughed my ass off because Dad shit the hospital bed.
Damn. Well, let's hope he's okay.
He pulled an Amber Heard in the hospital, huh? That's how it goes. Mando says, let's rip off the Band-Aid and make Pop sing. Actually, you know what? Instead of that, there's another little piece of, there's a video that was sent in that I think everybody needs to watch. Reason being is that It's classical music, and we could all use a little classical music in our life. It's supposed to make us smarter, right? Years ago, I was listening to this piece of classical music, and for some reason, it reminded me of something else. Does it or does it not sound like it?
Kind of. Oh, my Lord.
I had to do it. Awesome. We ripped the Band-Aid off. Mighty Mouse Malibu, find out yesterday my pop's got an aggressive prostate cancer. Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Can you boys send me Goat Belly's cancer killer routine?
Send me the email. I'll get it to you.
You know what, Pop? You don't even need to do that, and I'm going to show you exactly why. Ladies and germs, we do have a website. We talk about it on every single stream. It is redonkulas.com, and if you haven't been going there, you're fucking up by the numbers. Go to redonkulas.com. This is the front homepage. Go to the videos tab and then scroll down, and you're going to see a picture of Mark Hamill drinking, what's that? Jedi juice. Click it. Jedi juice and quinine recipes are saved with Amazon links on the website. So you guys can share this out with anybody you like. This here is Goat Belly's official Jedi juice recipe. And then down here is the homemade quinine courtesy of Life Save number 560. It's a grapefruit peel method, and it is a step-by-step guide that apparently was pioneered by his own aunt, who is a retired RN and NP.
All right.
With 40 years plus experience in actual healthcare, not to be confused with the Fauci ouchie.
And it would not hurt to add ivermectin to that either.
Amen to that. Now, if it's a little too far down the page, all you have to do is search for the term Jedi juice, and it will come up on the site, and it'll be the only one that has this particular post. So check it out. I can even, if you like, I can take this and add it to the link tree so that you guys can grab it up.
All right.
That's how I roll. All right, another story?
Yeah.
Another story. All right, here. Oh, we got another train wreck story. Huh? We like these train wreck stories. Watched your train wreck section of today's show, and you mentioned something I did in the past. Oh, boy.
Here we go.
You can use my story if you like when you actually do the full train wreck show. I thought we were going to get more of these, and we didn't, which is why I was like, well, whatever, we'll just read them tonight. Screw it. I was dating this young lady that attended church weekly. It's camouflage. We dated for a while, and after a year, we became engaged to marry. I thought everything was fine between us until these red flags started popping up in her actions. We would spend the weekends together, and one day I noticed her being distant and zoning out. After a few weeks, she started making plans to go out with friends for shopping or other, and flat out gone without saying anything. Both are bad, just so we're clear. After the 4th month of her acting out, she wanted to meet with me and basically said she no longer wanted to be engaged and broke it off with me. Later, I found out that the church had a pen pal program for prisoners.
Here we go.
For the single women at the church, and Barb had signed up for this a few months earlier. What were we saying about women wanting a nice guy? 1, 2, 3. Bullshit!
They only want the nice guy just as the ship is sinking.
Oh, you're going to let me on the door, right?
Yeah, do not be the life raft.
The door is big enough for the two of us, you fat bovine bitch. God. You know those chat GPT selfies that are going around from like movies and whatnot? Like one of my personal favorites is Richard Dreyfuss doing this as the shark attacks the boat in Jaws. I thought that was fucking priceless. I about spit my beer out. But oh man, they're I totally lost my train of thought because I was laughing about that mental image in my head. I'm pulling a Joe Biden right now. I'm having a boomer moment.
It happens to me all the time.
Yeah, we'll just jump back into it then. Single women at church. Barb signed up for this a few months earlier. She was visiting one prisoner on the weekend, which happened to be when I could not find her.
Oh.
Turns out he smooth-talked her into dumping me and being with him since he was to be released for some kind of redneckery crime. Redneckery? What? Would you get arrested for cow tipping?
Redneckery. It could be basically making alcohol moonshining.
Yeah, maybe. This is bad, right? was bad. I ended up going into the service and not really paying any attention to her. Good. One day on Facebook Hockey, had her profile up. It popped up on the "You May Know Her" listing.
Oh, yeah.
It had been about 9 years since I'd seen her. Just clicked on her profile and I was like, what the actual fuck happened to her? She looked thin and healthy and wore dresses when we dated. And her new look was her being overweight with tats and recommending the best cigarettes to smoke.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Great. I went back on her timeline and read all of her stuff from her marriage to Bob Joe in the prison chapel like a month after we broke up.
Wow. Okay.
It's amazing. She needs to have one of those like ChatGPT selfies where she's like this and you got like the Dexter
Dude,
body like handled to the table. She got the scalpel in one hand.
That had to be like,
Just cut your guts out.
wow.
Oh, yeah. That shit's happened. I've seen that shit happen over and over again. Oh, I want a nice guy. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I went back on her timeline from all her stuff, read all that. Seems like she's got knocked up during one of those visits. I guess Georgia State Prison has conjugal visits. After he got released, they ended up with their second child. I kept reading her timeline and started busting out laughing that she suspected him of cheating and using her as a punching bag when he was drunk. And the usual men are bad bullshit after she picked the clown from a federal prison.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah, he's the problem. Not the woman who broke up with a good dude so that she could boink a prisoner. Wow.
That is not good decision making.
That's up there with the special ed teacher who thinks that she can blame the retard for a frame job. It's good times.
Wow.
Bad. I kept reading her timeline and started busting out laughing that she suspected him of cheating and using her as a punching bag when he was drunk. More of a delight was seeing that she was chain smoking on one of her vids, explaining how she woke up one morning and he and his clothing were gone with all the money they had in the account, abandoning her and the two kids.
Damn.
Well, pretty much she chose this.
What are you going to do?
And
that's where you get the phone call.
I know a hell of a lot.
Can you help me?
Can you help me out? Back in 2021, her best friend reached out. Oh, God.
There we go.
They do this. This is an alternate slingback method.
Indirect slingback.
Her best friend reached out and tried to play Cupid to hook me up with Barb again. I just responded with, how about no? I read a few more of her posts later on, as soon as the vax was being pushed on people. Her father and brother somehow died from unknown reasons.
Wow.
Sure. Later in February, I saw where her son mentioned she was in the hospital from stroke-like symptoms.
As a chain smoker? Yeah. And probably a vax receiver?
By April, she had her third stroke and died.
Okay. The suffering stopped.
Anyway, that's some of what a train wreck story from monitoring Facebook. I'm definitely having a way better life. You have a life to speak of.
Yeah, you're not dead.
Holy hot damn.
Yeah, listen, I have looked up some of the women I've known back in the day, and they did not age well.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, you were just telling me about that one friend you knew that's, a year younger than you that looks like she's
a year
60.
younger. I saw her a couple weeks ago. She looks 20 years older than me.
Yep. That wall shows up early.
All gray, barely 40.
Yep.
Giant cyst in the middle of her freaking hairline. Teeth rotting off at the gum line.
Damn.
And about 75 pounds heavier than I remember her.
Yep.
It's like, wow.
Now just imagine when she's 50 to 54.
And so because she looks like 50 now, 50, 55.
Yeah,
if I saw her from a distance, that's what I would think.
A lot of the women that I dated back in the day are 48 to about 53, 54. Holy hell.
You ain't kidding.
It's like somebody threw ugly axes at a target for like 20 years. I mean, it is just savage. And then they like, hey, how you doing? I'm like,
I'm telling you, man.
Don't even respond.
There is another Batman out there. And I'm not talking about the one who dresses up like a flying rodent. There is a Batman out there who found the ugly tree. And he lumber milled several of those thicker branches into bats, and he just goes after these bitches mercilessly while they sleep. But for some reason, those bats are like bars of soap in a sock. They don't leave bruises, so they just wake up uglier.
Yeah.
And older.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Ugh. Ah! Ugh. Disgusting.
And I don't understand the aging process between men and women. Like, I have literally put this body through the ringer for over 3 decades. I survived wars, all kinds of just horrible shit, a TBI, a stroke, and I healed up, and I don't look terrible.
Yeah.
For almost, I'm a scrotum away from 60, but it is what it is.
I'm telling you, man, like the poke and smoke damage is definitely real.
Yeah, I was reading a study. It's taken 30 years off of the life expectancy.
Yeah. Two people, that I work with, that I'm very close to, in the last 2 months, one of whom is under 40, one of whom is in his mid 40s, had strokes.
Wow.
And I know for a fact both of them have gotten the poke and smoke and the schmoosters.
And the schmoosters, huh?
Yes. Just a coincidence, I'm sure, though. I mean, I'm not
Totally.
I'm not a doctor or anything,
Totally
right?
Coinkydink.
No misinformation here. No, just disbelieve everything that your eyes and ears and personal experience are telling you. Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Isn't it amazing how all the people who claim that we're the uneducated rubes of society, like we should all be walking around, with like blades of grass sticking out of our teeth and wearing suspenders and scratching our nutsacks in public, like that they're telling us that we're the ones who don't trust the science because you're just not scientifically, you're not educated, you're not smart, you didn't go to school long enough. And these are the same people who judge you as being ignorant for reading up on these things before you get the experimental concoction with a completely unproven track record for anything but suffering and death.
Yes.
That's like buying a car. And instead of looking into the kind of car you want to get that's going to be perfect for your needs, you listen to your idiot friend who says, just ask the salesman.
Yeah.
He'll know what's right for you.
Well, we got banned from PayPal for reading those reports on the air.
Mm-hmm. And why? Because PayPal is in league with Pfizer. Sorry.
Yes.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I must be allergic to bullshit. MGTOW Mando Pop, don't be mean to Greta. She's slightly down with the syndrome and probably has double Tourette's of the elbow and a below room temperature IQ. You're not wrong. And to gas, Pop, each doctor I visit every year is flabbergasted I am not taking any prescription medications. I'm almost 50 and 258 pounds and a short troll.
Well, you're lucky.
Battle Dwarf, is that you?
Has a lot to do with genetics, to be honest with you.
It does, yeah.
I mean, I've been physically active, I don't know, since I was 5. And
you should be.
I take like blood pressure meds. And I take stuff for the TBI and neurological issues.
Yeah, I avoid prescription at all costs. I am a supplement savage, such as yourself.
Well, I know. I have to take gabapentin because of the insects crawling on your face all the time.
Yeah. That's a neurological thing, right?
Yeah. But the thing is like it never turns off. It never goes away. I take the Neurontin just get a little relief now and again. It only lasts for like an hour and a half. But I can't live on that shit because you get loopy.
Oh, it's terrible for you.
Yeah.
Jack X23, good to see you, sir. Haven't donated in a while. We'll watch after work. Hey, Blake, Straw Barrage!
Damn it.
By request only.
Yeah.
Alucard is asking, should I make Pop puke? Actually, I don't need your help for that tonight, oddly enough.
Please don't do that.
Wait until we get to the fucked up and funny section.
Oh!
You're going to love me. We got a story from Digital Do, actually. And it looks like we may be hamsterless tonight. Richard Gere would be so sad.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, shit happens. This is a story from the past. When I was 18 to 30, I had sugar mamas pretty much the whole time. Emphasis on whole. I added that part. I was taught things by the first sugar mama that I dated so that they would be addicted to oral and other tips, no pun intended, and tricks for using the eggplant to give whatever woman I'm with multiple face.
Oh.
I saw other men in life get divorced and children alienated from the fathers that slaved away only to have almost everything taken from them. I didn't want to end up living the same way, so I sought out dating older women or cougars in the late 80s. I graduated high school in 1985, went to reading readiness between kindergarten and first grade. It helps since I have read approximately 10 books per month in the last 35 plus years at least.
Damn.
That's a good record right there, man.
Yes,
That's something to be proud of. Through dial-up modems and bulletin board systems, or BBS before the internet that had local games, information, etc. How this relates is I worked as a DJ at strip clubs, and I got asked to cover and work for a weekend at a shake it club in the ghetto. Some of those dancers were overweight and just gross, but to each his own. You like what you like. They would dance for quarters, which I hadn't seen before. It's like throwing peanuts to the elephants.
God damn it.
If they work for peanuts, you know that you've officially hit circus tent fat. Many fights always happen. Some of them had C-section scars, missing limbs, whatever. Not my favorite, but I did the job.
Missing limbs.
Dude, we gotta have you on. You gotta send us like stories from the strip club.
Oh my God.
We need this in our life,
Yeah,
Digital
please
Do.
write
Come
these
on.
stories.
we need to know what this was like. I mean, that's one of some of my favorite videos that have been sent in are those confessions of a strip club DJ. Those are hysterical. So if we can get some that nobody else has heard, Digital Do, hook it up. Dude, we'll bring you on a stream and we'll just talk for 2 hours. Like, come on, seriously. That sounds fantastic. At the very least, it'll be entertaining, even if it makes us want to puke. All right, it is 9:07. I'll leave it up to you if you want to jump to new tech tonight or just take a piss break. Nothing particularly.
No, we could stay on both. We don't have to switch over.
There's a couple of gross things. I'm trying to think if there's anything that might actually get us kicked off.
Get us yelled at?
I don't think so.
We'll get scolded.
I could always have it cut from the stream if need be.
They will scold.
They will give us a light scolding.
Bad.
You'll be shot for this.
Bad.
Nah, more like chewed at. I've been chewed at before.
Yeah, actually, I used to get yelled at. I would purposely get sent to do shit by other officers knowing that I was cool with getting yelled at.
Oh.
And they couldn't afford it because it would fuck up their OER.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, well, Storm Bob did it. Yeah, I did. It had to be done.
It had to be done. You gotta do what you do.
You didn't clear that with anyone?
No.
Why would I do that? Needed to be done. I did it.
Oh, man. Alex Patino chipped in 5 and says, when I was in basic training in 03, a few of the guys had the great idea of putting icy hot on their testicles. It was bad. I can only imagine. Imagine like biofreeze getting on your junk.
It's pretty bad.
That's weapons grade Ben Gay for anybody, or icy hot, but basically the same thing. But that stuff is serious. Like that's the kind of stuff that your chiropractor will sell you.
When I was playing football, they put that on my jock strap.
Oh,
yeah, that was mean. It was a rough day.
You can't run away from that pain. Oof.
That was a rough day.
That's a very rough day.
That was a rough one.
And not like your mother likes it. Stuart Barton from Australia. Hybristophilia. Only in women. Men don't have that. Hybristophilia. I haven't heard of that one before. I don't even know what that is. What is hybristophilia?
Is that some like Aussie shit?
Hybristophilia. What is it? Phenomenon characterized by sexual interest and attraction to those who committed crimes. Okay, so that explains that one. Okay, I didn't know that there was an actual term that kind of, puts all that together. Okay, that's good stuff.
All right.
I like that. Oh,
I don't understand why that is.
I don't know either.
Maybe it has something to do with like they're willing to do violence or something.
I mean, I get that to a point. I mean, a peaceful man, you can only be a peaceful man if you're capable of doing violence.
Mm-hmm.
You are a convict if you're incapable of regulating your emotions in regards to violence, which makes you a threat to anything and everyone around you. That's why they put you away. Why women would be attracted to that, I have no fucking clue.
Well, that one girl got beaten and abandoned. And then she died. What a shame.
Shocker. Yeah, I love these, these leftoid women who are like, oh, we're going to go, on a hike through African villages to prove that, that there's nothing to be afraid of in these foreign countries. Rapade, beheaded, bodies set on fire, probably rapade again.
Yeah, while on fire.
That corpse was well done.
That's horrible.
I know, I feel terrible. Patino following up again in basic training. We rubbed soap on our chests and slide across the bay butt naked, wearing our K-pots until drill sergeant came in. At ease.
Yeah. Well, we didn't do that. We got caught doing the buffer rodeo.
The buffer road. Oh, the riding the floor buffer thing. That's a you might be a redneck joke, right?
You'd have the guy would hold the cord, and then they'd like count how many times you spun around. Some of those guys were able to do it for like 5-8 minutes, and they were so fucking dizzy they couldn't even walk.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, absolutely. I used to, the baseball bat thing. You got to put your head down and try to walk around. Like, oh, you run over there.
It's the same concept.
Yeah, pretty bad. Another 25 from Private. That means a hundy tonight. You know what? You're going to get another one of these. Thank you for keeping the ship afloat.
Thanks for keeping the ship afloat. It's much appreciated. Goodbye.
My mouth's moving like an NPC in Sonic 06.
It's all right. That's a good one, though.
It is a good one. Dark Knight Monk. Pop/men. I need help from the hive mind. All caps rage.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, my daughter went for the weekend visit with her mom and was not returned. I have 100% custody by court order, and the police have been no help. Time for some administrative violence.
All right. So this is what you got to do. You immediately file an emergency motion with the court.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know the deal.
She's in contempt of court, so at minimum she'll get 30 days.
I'm assuming she's in the United States. But the thing is once you do that and the kid's still missing, you can get her put on the kidnapper list, and then there'll be Amber Alerts and everything for the child, and then you can actually have her, royally put in prison when they finally find her. Because they do that to men all the time, and that's how they do it.
Yep.
Because men run off with their kids all the time, and these guys just get hammered for it.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Ugh. It's just these chicks are freaking reprehensible, man. And you gotta love, the ones who, like, well, I didn't want to return him, so I killed him instead.
Oh my God, that's just horrible.
The deletion / self-deletion rate among these entitled Quantahas is just through the roof, and no one talks about it.
And they should bring back the death penalty for that. I don't care if you're a split tail. You do some shit like that, you need to get your neck.
Yeah, you delete a kid.
Yeah, I have no sympathy for you.
Like I said, that is the line we all used to agree you never crossed.
That's right.
Now the left has crossed it, shit on it, and tried to snort the line as they ran past.
Yeah.
That's good MacGuffin. Oof. Oh, man. You want to take a little break? You need to empty your squirrel bladder, sir?
Yeah, I should probably do that.
All right. Pop's going to empty his squirrel bladder, and we are going to stay on YouTube, so enjoy the tunes for the next 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Empty your squirrel bladders, refill your menageries, and we will be back.
All right!
Welcome back to Boxed Wine and Catland.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Hey, take it back! Take it back!
Hey! This is some sick traditions, man.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a dick war. As long as it's not a cum war.
Oh, that's just nasty.
Oh, dude, there's a short comedy vid for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a cum war and homo confirmed. It's a terrible idea. Single for Life says, round up all the leftists and ship them to El Salvador. Yeah, I love that. How that's the hill that they want to die on. Oh, he was wrongfully deported.
Okay.
No, he wasn't.
All right, hang on. All right. So, if it is it's becoming blatantly obvious that our mainstream media is lying to the public, pushing propaganda, and doing nothing but deceiving us.
Shocker.
I would love to see Trump literally get with the FCC and pull their licenses so they can't broadcast anymore, and then sell those licenses to smaller media outlets who want to tell the truth and let them run with it. Because guess what? If he does that, these giant mega corporations that own all of these, they're gonna literally take it in the ass overnight. And a lot of the people on these corporate boards are going to get the shit sued out of them for that, because they have a fiduciary responsibility to the shareholders.
Yep. And I love how the SCOTUS thinks that they can basically point their finger and say, you need to let the Associated Press into the White House press corps. Says who?
Yeah, that's right.
According to what law? What part of the Constitution says that an individual corporation has the right to be part of the White House press corps? So if that's the case, then because we go online and engage in activities of the press, we're being oppressed by not being part of the White House press corps. Is this a thread you really want to pull at?
Well, and he could also just pull their license.
No shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, private says 562.
All right.
Save my life. Oh, well, about private. Redonkulas12@gmail.com. Please send us your story and we will officially add you to the board.
All right, listen, we have to start doing this because it's getting to the point where people are not going to believe us. And
we already get people who don't believe us.
We got to have you send in your email, explain exactly the circumstances, and you have to say we kept you alive or something like that. And we'll give you a number.
I mean, there's already people who are just like, well, you're just a chucklehead. We've gotten accusations of stolen valor and all this other shit. I mean, come on.
I mean, that's why I put my DD 214 on the website.
There you go. Oh, Potato Sauce from Australia says, "To happy Easter, fellas." Well, thank you very much, sir. And with that being said, you know what time it is. Tool time. Now it's time for Fucked Up and Funny.
Boom.
Boom.
I love that one. He slides like 15, 20 feet on his face.
Oh, and the balls.
The balls.
And a big shout out to everybody who sent in videos tonight, such as the Popster. Buff Drink Lot sent in some. We got some from Will, Cement Butter Hauler, a.k.a. Vincent Van Gogh. After yourself. Billy Von Baum sent in one. Digital Dew, Blankets, MGTOW Mando, Red Pill Rebel, Riggs sent in one. And Murdoch has a couple in here. And some numerous people contributed to the final fail video, which, we always like to wrap up with the whoa.
Yeah, and I sent a few forward from Will or whatever.
Yes. Got some of those. There were some that were sent in literally 2 hours before we went live, and with the thing, I hope it's on time for tonight. Like, no, dude, I literally put these together like 2 days before the stream. So if you send them to me the day of the stream, next week.
Yep.
All right. Who around here loves a good air horn prank?
I do.
Yes.
Oh, his shit went.
Jesus.
You want to know how I got these scars?
Oh, that's an awesome one. That sounds like a train.
You getting divorced after that one, bro?
I love it.
You're getting divorced after that one, man.
Not working out for you.
That's good stuff. Elon Musk's filthy jockstrap donated $6.66.
Thank you.
Doc put me on some new meds, and my chocolate starfish is puking epic proportions of filthy love chocolate. Thought you'd like to be informed. Mouth hugs.
So your ass turned into a water cannon. I get it.
Apparently so.
I get it.
That's disgusting. Never change, sir. What do you think? Right from the go here. What do you have to say about this?
Kind of gay.
Kind of gay,
Mm-hmm.
but typical army stuff, right?
This is barracks humor. I know it. I know when I see it.
There may be a barracks bunny lurking about. Let's see.
After 5.
My name is Maximus Reis Commons, Commander of Armies of the North, father to a married son, husband to a married wife, and I will give my revenge in this life or the next.
My name is Hopland of the West, sucker of titties, impregnators of wine, and you shall be spotted this day either.
I'm brave for chilling my dinner, man.
The day is mine!
Like you do.
Listen, you get a bunch of young dudes together. They're gonna fuck around, and have some fun. That's the way it is.
There's no denying that. Single for life. Chipped in on Rumble says dildo populist. Sounds terrible. MGTOW Mando. Blake, make sure you read this right. Pop, it's no longer chivalry. It's chivalry to deal with all the shite.
Chivalry.
Chivalry, yes.
It's going in the book.
Dealing with modernity shite. I like it. Trooper 94. Sorry, I can't stick around. Got to see the Serapean debate tonight. Catch the show tomorrow. Sorry, I can't send more. Tough times. Did some plinking in the backyard today. Grouping was good. Needs work. We'll get to work on that, Trooper 94. You got shit to do.
Serapean, huh?
Yes. And Serapeans all trust their wives.
Oh,
although hopefully not this much.
I trust my wife.
Oh, that's how you lose an eye.
All right, let's go for it.
I told you!
Fuck! God damn it! Shit, fucker!
Hi, Chihuahua.
That's
right. You notice how like the first semi-successful one hits him on the second swing? Epic.
Dude.
I'll trust my wife. It'll be fine. She good people. She never hit me with a belt.
Yeah. I trust my wife. We'll share bank accounts. Man, I'm living in the street. What happened?
Oh, it's good times. Fiona von Fuckensack over on Odyssey, otherwise known as Jackal. Hey, you Porta-John prank Praetorians. Work and lack of sleepy weepy prevented me from getting the BS report done for tonight, so I'm raiding and killing as a Viking in Valheim while watching the show. I have a title for it, though, When the Czech Butthole Light is On. Need help making thumbnails, though. Well, hit me up, although I'm not going to talk about your butthole with you. I'm going to tell you that right now.
The Czech butthole light.
The Czech butthole light is on, brother. Crazy Uncle over on MGTOW.tv. For the boxed wine and Catland, I suggest that the mountain ranges be drooping over and falling into the armpits of despair. Yes! And don't forget about that you need one fish-smelling pit of despair, and the other is full of shit. Otherwise known as the amber herds.
Meowschwitz.
The amber herds of buffalo running through the pits of shit. Oh, and make sure that second one is prolapsed from overuse. FYI, need help with the names. Of course you do.
Prolapsed.
Dark Mad Dog. Pop, how you could do the action figures is 3D printing with 3D printing services. I don't if they do printing or if you have to send them to a member to paint them. Anti-carbon activists should get a bullet. I'm not really sure about that. They just need to be smacked upside the head.
That's a lot of coordination in work.
Yes. I mean, they want to ruin people's lives because they hate themselves, so give them freedom. Leftoid women should be sent to a zoo to be observed like the feral animals that they are. It would be funny. I also made my mom jump in fright when she saw my new 5'8" fabric doll. I'm going to be honest, I jumped in fright too. It's funny because I tried trades, got sick, got a burnout, been out of health work for 11 years now.
Wow.
And then I did my own things like knitting concept for my game, dolls, now a robot. Recently, I worked 3 days on a new doll, sewing the fabric patches, and in the morning I got dizzy during the day. I had 20 pounds. I lost 20 pounds being sick, but I gained 20 pounds being sick, but I lost 10 pounds. My triglycerides were at level 8. Now I'm at 2 with diet changes. Excellent. 5'2", 156 to 148 pounds, aiming for 130, which is my original weight. Oh, you're a little battle hobbit, man.
Yeah.
That's how it
I
goes.
hope you feel better, bro.
Yes. Our first Billy Von Baum submission that's not a deep fake for effed up but funny. When your chair submits its resignation mid-shift and your booty gives a farewell speech. Bye. I gotta play that one again.
Oh my God.
That's like a good 3 seconds. Bye. I think I'm gonna buy my food from anywhere but here.
I hope they're okay though. I don't want to see anybody like fuck themselves up.
Lawn chairs are a fat woman's kryptonite. Okay, I'm going to tell you because I've seen it. Single for life, chipped in a buck and says, national bird is the cockatoo. Or cock-or-two. I like that. A cockatoo. It's a good national bird for that. Or the coming bird. There you go. Amanda Blake, make sure you read this right. Oh, that's one of those duplicates. I love when the duplicates pop up. Here we go. Paladin BR. Dog emissions. I swear he only got into the canned beans once. I know you're not a cat person, but for those of us who are, pork is verboten. Chemical warfare results. It's like me when I eat Hungry Howie's pizza and drink sour ales. That is the recipe for divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only made the mistake of mixing those two things together one time. It was so bad that I actually called my buddy and I was like, dude, are you like ripping ass like as bad as I am right now? And he's like, dude, I sleep alone, and I still got up and slept on the couch. It was that bad.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Shit happens. Mando, 2-1 backwards planning girl has already rejected at least 2 good guys because they were boring. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. Oh, and Jerry Conway jumping in. Silent Bob said it best. There's a million fine-looking women in the world, dude, but they don't all bring you lasagna at work. Most of them just cheat on you.
Yep.
You're not wrong. Now, Alucard pitched in 5 and asked again, should I make Pop puke?
Please don't.
And I told you that I didn't need your help tonight.
All right, come on.
And this is one.
Oh, come on.
This is one of the reasons why.
Did you know if you leave chocolate milk in the cabinet for over a month, it turns into chocolate blueberry milk with chunks of blueberry, which is so amazing because I absolutely love blueberry.
What is so fucking funny, man?
Your reaction is what's so funny.
Because I can like imagine me like get tricked into drinking that. Like, God, it's fucking horrible, man. Come on. Oh,
woo! I knew that one was coming.
Shit ain't funny, man.
I told you I didn't need your help tonight, man.
Shit is fucking serious, man. God damn it.
Chocolate blueberry. Bob X tossed in a buck over on Rumble. Thank you, sir. Alucard, too late and be warned. I am a chaotic bastard, neither good nor evil. Oh, so you're Batman.
You're chaotic neutral.
Make Tom Mando wants a straw barrage. Oh! Awful.
Chaotic neutral is my favorite alignment in Dungeons and Dragons.
There you go. Now, this is my personal favorite alignment for cuddling. See, this video here is a difference for how women cuddle versus how men cuddle.
Put your palms together now.
We've all done it.
Yeah, we've all been there.
We've all done it. Woo, oh, Broken Pine 284. Please pour one out for a guy Canada this week. A guy in Canada this week? Just missing a word there. Big ground disturbance. Fuck up. The pile driver hit a high-pressure pipeline. There is nothing left of the guy running the pile driver.
Oh,
burned
God.
for hours. Holy damn. Ooh. Well, I mean, if there's anything to be said about going out that way, it's that it's quick.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yep. I mean, I was watching Landman, and they have that one in like the first or second episode where a whole crew gets smoked, turn into paste.
Oof.
That's some serious shit, right?
That is. Yeah. Pink mist is a real phenomenon. Susan McCarley asking about the strippers getting quarters thrown at them. Where do the patrons put the quarters? In the folds. If you get it to stick to her C-section scar, you get free coffee at the breakfast buffet.
Damn. That is savage.
You bring your own cream, you disgusting savages. Single for Life says, hurt a kid equals wood chipper. Amen, and definitely not a women. Alucard. Okay, I'm just going to get through it.
Oh, come on.
Snot
God damn it. It always starts with snot.
Laced with pus mixed together with zinc vag juice that's brownish.
How do we
red
get to zinc vag juice? That's fucking
with
horrible.
stripes of green slimy goo along with chunky period blood leaking
Oh, God!
all over your mouth
Ow!
and face.
What?
Well, you're such a sick, disgusting bastard, man. Like, and the thing is,
why do you do this to me, man?
You had to concoct that imagery in your own head. I don't want to know what kind of ornpay you look at, sir. This is very disgusting.
Probably the movie Centipede.
The human centipede?
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't, like, I had a former commander put it on, and it was like we're still working like 9:30 at night or something. And he's like, hey, Bob, come over, check this out. I walk in the room, I'm like,
to be fair, the first one is kind of a slow roll of tension building.
Oh, God.
But then the sequels are everything people thought the first movie was.
I think it was one of the sequels. It was
It's
so
bad.
disgusting.
It's pretty disgusting. Speaking of disgusting here, apparently dogs can develop a psychological attachment to cushions. Watch at your own risk.
She's trying to bring in the basket chair cushion.
I will be touching it with my bare hands if they're
The dog is like, hey, can you throw some stuff around? The other one's like, I'm humping.
Like, oh, yeah.
I'm humping.
Oh, yeah, give me that.
I'm humping. It's like, get off my humping machine.
This is my humping pillow. There may be many like it, but this one is mine. Give me the damn pillow. No. Stop it. Stop. What? You golden receiver? Get out of here.
Oh, my God.
He's like, no, it's mine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's
Oh, my
biting
God.
at the corner.
Oh, my God. That is so fucked up.
Woo. Oh, we don't deserve dogs, man. I say it all the time on this show. We don't deserve them. And that's why, lefties, if you want to come for our dogs, I think
We're going to have a problem.
You're going to get an even more visceral response than you would if you came for our guns. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So tread lightly. Mando says, in Boxwhite and Catland, put a volcano with a name like Rectal Peak. That is not a bad idea. Rectal Peak. Oh, we got single for life. Beer plus pickled eggs equals bioweapon.
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine that would be right up there with the Hungry Howie's pizza and the sour ales. Yes.
I can't really do pickled eggs. I like hard-boiled eggs.
Hard-boiled eggs.
I can't do pickled eggs.
Raging Sailor, BWCL coat of arms needs to have wine glasses that are crossed. Think infantry rifles. Oh, Boxwine and Catland coat of arms. Oh,
yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Paperclip 45 says, "Stop talking already, Blake. I'm a co-host of a podcast.
That's what we do, man.
What would you like me to do? Touch my pee-pee?
That's what we do.
I reserve that for the gay cruise, of which you are obviously a member.
I mean, I do the supporter stream on Sundays, which it's Easter Sunday, so I won't be doing one this Sunday.
Yeah,
but I do that on if you're a supporter, we cover a bunch of stuff. Like for instance, I have 3 pages of names for terrain features on Boxwine and Catland that those guys helped make. That was like,
yeah, man, you guys have
been
been really contributing a lot to the material, especially on the Sunday live streams.
And I review a whole bunch of like stuff before I film it with the supporters on Sundays as well. And I mean, I do a lot of talking. I mean, I've done whole supporter streams, 2 hours of nothing but crazy army stories.
And those are some of the funniest ones too.
Yeah, and I just did one about a month ago because we had a guy I knew in Charlie 5-1 Marines who passed away from pancreatic cancer.
Ooh,
and he was
that's a rough way to go
on post the same time I was there.
Chick I used to date fucking passed away from pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, that's a horrible way to go, man.
Yeah, I mean she had issues with her pancreas going back into her early 20s, and I guess it just caught up with her.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Sarah.
Yeah.
You definitely weren't a good woman, but you weren't a bad one.
No, and I spent like almost 2 hours just talking about Iraq and all the crazy shit I did.
That's a long list. No soy forever. Yes. My brothers absolutely love you guys. No homo. I'm one of the lucky ones to not only win my divorce, but she ended up having to pay me.
Yeah!
It's a great story. I expect you to tell it. Please. Write into us. Redonkulas12@gmail.com. If that's too much to remember, Linktree in the Meat Gazer box on Rumble. Give it a click. The first option there is to write an email directly to us through the message box. So please and spank you on the gay cruise, of course. Next one up here. Now, you tell me what's wrong with this picture, Bob.
You're not even using it properly. Yeah.
The retard grunt is what's making me laugh. Just listen for it.
I know. No, that's one of the other PFCs or E4s. Just make the commentary because it's using you're using the tool completely wrong.
It's like you're walking by the computer lab in the special ed wing and you hear that sound. I'm not going in there.
No. I watched. They were hooking up a tow bar to this deuce and a half, and I don't know what this guy was thinking, but he like drove right up on the tow bar, and it went right through the radiator. And I'm like, you saw the loop at the end. It goes on the back of the truck, right? Oh, I thought I'm like, what?
What?
You know how much fucking paperwork you just fucking did for me, you son of a bitch?
Damn it.
I'm like, what are you going to do?
Paperwork is the devil.
Well, no, it's like an extra 4 fucking hours at the end of the day that you weren't planning on.
Jail. Big Talmando, Blake, some of us don't need to think about it. We may have been medics. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen some shite. No soy forever. Blake, new to the super chat thing. How in the heck do you increase the amount? It will not change from $1. Now, that one is a question for the chat. If y'all can let No Soy Forever know how to increase his donation, I would appreciate it.
Or you could just go to Stripe.
You can do Stripe or Cash App. I'll change the banner on the bottom of the screen there so y'all can see it. It is $Redonkulas, spelled the List Dextercist way, of course.
Of course.
But of course.
And the first thing I did when I showed it to him, he goes, you spelled it wrong. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me these things.
Not that it's actually a word, so I guess you could spell it however the fuck you want.
Yeah, I know.
N2 Gas, fellow souls from Canada, please tell us about the Looney Toss. Oh, boy. Alucard, it's fun messing with Pop, and I told you I'm chaotic. Don't blame me. Blame Lucy Lacemaker for my chaotic programming.
It's all good, bro.
It is all good. It's all good.
Everyone gets fucked with in the regiment, including me.
Now, the question is this all good? Now, I personally would see this and be like, okay, is he banging her belly button? It's got to be titty fucking.
She's banging a midget.
Or he's getting the throat goat action from that angle. I don't know. Otherwise, those legs would be very short. She's into the short kings. Or she just got short arms. Oh, what do we got here? A single for life for Catland. One mountain called One Peak Wonder. The One Tit Wonder. Yeah. Mando, if you want to reference The Hobbit, do a mountain in the middle of nowhere and call it the Lonely Cat Lady. I'm sure ornery. Steve Oink, for one of my scouts, a cluster of gigantic zits on the back of your tongue with a single hair growing out of each and irritating the roof of your mouth. That sounds gross.
That's terrible.
Zits on the tongue. Ugh, could you imagine?
Get that? Well, you get that from eating the wrong box. That's not good.
Just ask Michael Douglas.
Yep.
All right. Hand-to-hand combat in different military branches. This ought to be interesting for you as well.
Done. Right.
What?
Go, Nelson.
Oh, yeah. The gig pit.
The gig pit?
Yeah, throw him out of the circle.
Right back on him. Fake some stats.
You got to rag on the Navy. I always got to rag on the Navy.
Yep.
What's your people?
There's your cum war right there.
There you go. There you go.
We're going to jump over to the Cash apps here and read a few of those off here. We got from JackX23 sent Infinity over there for keeping men alive and sticking thumb in death's ass.
Thanks for your continued support.
Not his ass, as I said.
No. What I said, and I use this all the time, is I literally since 2009 have had my thumb in the forces of darkness's eyeball and one of my feet up death's ass with the other arm and pulling as many people I can out of death as I can.
There you go. Are they all in death's asshole?
No.
You're pulling people out of death, you said.
Out of the you know what I mean.
Flying fucker nuts, man.
Yeah. Good burn.
Jeremy the Crazed One sent in $2 on the Cash App. Thank you very much, Jeremy. And another Jeremy, Slingo 1978 sent in $65 for the beer fund. I'd like to hear Pop sing. Well, you're going to get this first.
Thanks for getting me some beers. Delicious.
Evil Shaggy in the house, and of course he asked for a singing Pop. The second request tonight.
I wonder if the guy who actually performs that has actually seen my show at least once because we're using his footage.
That would be hilarious.
That would be great.
I would pay good money to see that reaction video. I would laugh my balls off. All right. Alex Patino, for all that makeup, is walking munging. Oh, those makeup chicks, man. You're not wrong. HKC sent in 5 for Bolsheviks. Oh, that's 2 tonight. So we got one more we got to drink, right? Or we just drink every time? We drink every time? All right. Bolsheviks.
There we go. He said it again.
All right. All we got is Suze McCarley sent in 30 for Bolshevik. All right, fine. We got to finish.
And you gotta play the video.
I must play the video. Where's my battle dwarf at? Oh, I'll do this one.
Bolsheviks.
No, don't say it.
Bolsheviks.
No, please stop.
Bolsheviks.
It's showtime. Bolsheviks, baby. Everyone drink.
Everyone drink.
Yep.
Love it. Vincent Van Gogh, F yourself, sent in 15 with a F'd up but funnies and an email. Outstanding. I probably got it in my email here. Usually see it. I don't know. I am not. Oh, there it is. Yep. If the left wants to come after everybody's dogs, you're going to have a shitload of John Wicks patrolling their properties. You are not wrong.
Yep.
I don't know how. Just come on.
Come on.
Yeah. Try coming for people's dogs. See what happens.
Yeah, that's not going to work out.
No, it's going to be quite awful. All right, here. What do we got? Oh, here we go. Conservatives and liberals arguing in a nutshell.
Babies wear diapers, and I'm not a baby.
I wonder if those are twins or something.
That's how it is, though.
Well, usually girls get out of diapers way before dudes. Like the dudes wear diapers usually 4 to 6 months longer.
That is true.
It's the external equipment's harder to control, I guess. I don't know.
It is what it is. Jeff, Space Lord. I've seen every form of stolen valor except CB. No one wants to be a CB.
Yeah, we had CBs on Abu, and I had to shame them in actually working.
And Slingo Jeremy sent in $2 for the K-Shaps, which we did read. Thank you all very much for contributing on the K-Shaps there. And we got a couple more here as well. Crunch Muncher sent in 69 for Pop needs to be chased by the dildo of truth. But if it's wielded by this woman, how could it be the dildo of truth?
That's right.
I'm just saying.
That's pretty good.
It's not a bad question, Bert.
No.
Not a bad question at all. Thank you very much for that, for the donation of 69. And Tamara Thick. So,
sucks dick.
You have the screen name of someone who usually receives cash apps in exchange for services, not sends them into a show that constantly makes fun of modernity.
Yeah.
Modernity. But hats off to you for donating and having this the wherewithal. I appreciate you, Tamara Thick. How thick is it?
It's nuts, man.
Potentially, we don't know. I'm not going to assume their gender.
Their gender.
Here's a nice clean prank. Emphasis on clean.
Oh no.
Wouldn't you know by now it's shampoo? Like, come on.
Oh, dude, I love the shampoo prank. That's some shit I would have done when I was a kid.
Hey, the good pranks never get old.
They never do.
They never get old. Oh, what do we got here? I want to make sure I don't miss any of the chats over here on Rumble. I'm not on NetGuy1975. Blake, throw something at Pop, because why not? Well, I can't just do it when you say so. I mean, Alucard says he's pulling men out of death's stomach. With what? With the pus seeping from the nostrils and into the mouth and all that.
No. I mean, the thing is you got the forces of darkness operating with death, just throwing dudes into the portal of hell or death, hand over fist, and nobody's doing nothing about it.
Amen to that.
It's fucking heartbreaking. And listen, it's touching everyone. Everyone out there knows somebody who's committed suicide.
Yep.
All right. And back in the day, that was such a rare thing.
Yeah, now it's like, I had 2 people off the top of my head that I can think of in probably the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Pretty damn bad. All right, we did get another chat over on Rumble from Mighty Mouse Malibu about Billy Bomb Bomb putting up another good video. I did send it to myself. I'm going to give it some time to go through. And in the meantime, we will look at this new ad for lubricant.
Oh, hey. Did you guys know that Virginia not be in a desert? So if you being dry between your tie, that okay. I would be in having chap in my flap too. But now I'm using lubricant. Cowgirl, more like wow girl. Lubricant is an all-natural Virginia lube in a tube. No more being dirty like the Oregon Trail. Lubricant making you feel like a snail. Lubricant. You can use a lubricant from your back to your front. And because you're using lubricant down south, it's okay to be and get in your mouth. Lubricant.
That's actually pretty good.
Lubricant.
I'm stealing that lubricant. That's fucking hilarious.
That is beautiful. All right, and here is the new Billy Von Bomb video for everyone's viewing pleasure. Hang on, for some reason it reloaded after I paused.
Are we going to get hammered for the Magnum PI music?
Let's check here. Copyright disclaimer. Nothing has been tagged, so I think we're all right.
Oh, God.
Terrence G.I. Oh, the mustache.
How do I... And you're what's his name? What was that guy's name? Who's that?
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Uzi. It's TC.
Oh wow, the teeth. Jimmy and AOC.
Jimmy. Yeah, I think his name was Rick.
You should grow a mustache, man. You should grow a mustache.
Yeah, I've grown a mustache a couple times. I don't look good with one.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious, man.
That was pretty good.
Woo! I love how Battle Dwarf looks like a Puerto Rican drug cartel guy in his credit screen. I mean, look at this.
They made him black. He's black.
He ain't black, but he do sell crack. And that is whack. Don't talk back.
Or he'll attack.
Woo! Oh, that's some good shit right there.
Oh, my God. Oh, shit, that's funny.
Oh, it never gets old, man. Woo! That is brilliant. Rural Manley, Blake, I sent some fucked up and funny videos that were on Instagram this afternoon. Yes, I got them and I did respond. It was too late. I plan these streams 2 days ahead of time, usually, as best as I can. Master23 sent in $69. Thank you very much. Let's see, what should I play for him? How about one of these, just instead?
You shrimp dick fuck!
That'll be fine. Keep up the great work, gentlemen. Thank you, Master 23, for 69. Now, if it was 71, I might have to adjust myself on the chair.
Yeah.
That'd be quite bad. GR445 Devereaux. My niece and I made a bag out of the bottom of my leg of a BDUs because she wanted to sew. CBs build and fight and protect humanity. You sure about that? Just saying that they love giving you shit, CBs.
Yeah, the BDUs is the old camouflage that they used prior to the digital bullshit that they were all defrauded into using.
Digital bullshit? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was terrible.
There's lots of that going around. Speaking of little people. Come on, help out. You little midget cricket. Hey, there you go. I'm helping to load the car.
That sounds like they're Greece. That's so fucked up.
Come on, fuck your shit up. I'll be up the stairs in an hour.
Yeah.
What is Susan McCarley sent Jonathan Higgins. Okay, so that was the dude on Magnum P.
Yeah, Higgins. That's him.
Like, I never watched the show. So.
You never watched the show?
No, I never did. No, I was a little kid when it was on.
I love
never
that
got
show.
around to it. I mean, I've heard it's good. I just haven't watched it. MGTOW Mando, we need a makeout clip of Jimmy and AOC now.
Oh my god, there's got to be somebody worse than AOC.
Hillary.
Yeah, well, there's Hillary.
Pelosi.
Is there any other bad ones out there?
Rashida Tlaib.
There we go. Got to mix it up.
Muslim.
Oh.
Now, I'm not sure if this is a flex, if this is brilliant revenge, or if this is Homo Suspicion Point Central. I will leave it to the chat to decide. Ilhan Omar, that'd be another bad one. And Jasmine Crockett, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Some girl messaged me calling me ugly, saying that I post too much. So I did a little digging. Found out that she works at a spa about an hour away from where I live. I booked an appointment and asked for her specifically. Needless to say, she's going to be waxing and bleaching my asshole.
Oh my god.
Now, I'm not saying that this, isn't good revenge for the chick who curbed you.
It's creative.
It is very creative, but at the same time, he who cleans his house expects visitors.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Getting a freaking Brazilian wax on your butthole and letting a chick bleach it. It's a terrible idea. Professor Blake Pooh asked Blaster 3000, hey, Pop, question. Remember that time at band camp? Just asking for a friend.
No, I didn't play an instrument.
You didn't play an instrument?
Nah.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
You never played any women's organ?
No, that's a different thing.
That's a very different thing, yeah. Giving the 10 dick to some full Germans out there?
Yeah, I gave the 10 dick out to some 5s and 6s. It's not a good work.
And we've all been there. It is what it is. All right. We have a request for Motherfucker Carlson from Single for Life. I aim to please.
Bitches born in the 90s that's under 25 can't cook, can't clean. They don't want to work nothing. Niggas that's 31 and over get in relationships with them and wonder why shit ain't working. That's because all young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
Pretty much.
It never gets old. And even though that was from a Reddit post from like 15 years ago, it's still true today. Oh, man. Oh, Net Guys suggest Jimmy and Colonel Dina.
Nah.
Perhaps the worst chick of them all.
Yeah, I don't need to be reminded of
that kind of aggravation.
Sufferable cunt for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you know what you need? A barf bag.
Absolutely no way my friend caught this on camera at the zoo. What's the gorilla doing? Just standing? Wait, is he taking a shit? Oh, son taking a shit. That's crazy.
All right. Give me a minute.
You all right over there?
Dude, why do you do this to me?
I didn't pick the clip. Rick sent it to me.
Fuck you, man. Stop. God damn, that's just horrible.
I know. Oh, shit,
nightmare
that's
fuel.
funny. Woo. Oh, we got some very small donations over on Odyssey. Remember, guys, those library coins are literally worth less than a penny, even when you send one whole one. So
And Odyssey
0.01, yeah.
Odyssey is still using Stripe.
Yes, so definitely.
They're not using that new digital stuff yet. It's
Yeah,
not
if you could
working
tie
out
in
for
with Stripe, please do. Pop, I'm still cancer-free. This is LifeSave number 560, I believe.
Okay.
Had some new scans today. The doc still won't acknowledge what I did using the Jedi juice and the homemade quinine. Not surprised.
They never do.
Of course not. Just like they won't acknowledge that the reason why my two friends had strokes is because they took the poke and smoke.
Yeah.
Slowly going sane, I finally played D&D. The secret to fun is just to ignore the rules and have fun and make up shit as you go.
Yes and no.
Yes and no?
Yeah.
I sent you some emails, which is also LifeSave number 560. The sheriff's deputy that has his home with his wife and very young daughter has 6 dogs. Yeah, come for our dogs. Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Amen to that. Führer Wein Fackeltag. Pour 3 cups period blood and 1 tablespoon cootie juice into a pan. Bring to a simmer.
God!
Add 1 cup of vaginal cysts and 3 corn poo sausages.
Come on, man!
In another pan, saute pussy blood clot bacon strips until black, and then deglaze with clam piss. Chop the clots into bits and add to blood cyst broth.
Oh my
Simmer
God!
for 15 minutes and serve. You are a sick, sadistic bastard.
That was a bad one.
Woo!
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
You see what happens when it's well written, Alucard?
Oh, my Lord.
I'm just saying, it's a lot more effective.
That was terrible.
Son of a bitch. That was funny. It was fucked up,
Not
but
funny.
funny. Speaking of which, I believe you sent this one in. Testing my new taser on my friend. What could go wrong on this episode of Jackass?
Okay, let my sweatshirt be there. My butt. Oh! But I can't feel my butt cheek.
I can't
Right down.
Can't feel my butt. It's spreading.
It's spreading.
It's spreading.
That is what she said.
Don't fuck around with tasers.
Yeah. I mean, the last time that she had to endure ass pain is because she was spreading, so
No.
it's kind of ironic.
No, listen, man. You ain't seen fucking shit till you see a barracks full of drunk guys fuck around with tasers. That is some fucked up shit.
It could be worse.
Yeah. And there's always a fight at the end.
There's always a fight at the end. Eh? Why not?
If somebody shocks somebody in the balls, they recover, and it turns into a fight.
Tim Roble says Jackal and Alucard need to write a book together.
Stop it. That's just nasty.
Yeah, they could title it Bad Romance, and then they can license the Lady Gaga song. It's a terrible idea. I got another couple cash apps here from Tamra Thick for covering current news, plus fuck you, Blake. Play Hillary Clinton. I'm just saying, Tamra Thick. I just want to know what's going on. That's all. Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And then she died.
I mean, she could dance for a fat woman.
Well, yeah, for however long this clip is, it's 24 seconds.
I know.
And when she's done, you know, she was like,
You're not wrong.
I mean, you've seen women this big just walking around, right? Or scaling one flight of stairs, and then it's...
Yeah.
That's not good. Just so we're clear. This is bad, right?
It's bad.
This is bad.
Bad, right?
It's bad, right? It's bad. Thank you, Tamra Thick. Nancy's titty twister sent in $5 along with an email. Jimmy seems like a true hogsman. How about Jimmy and Oprah?
Ooh.
Childless cat lady?
Jimmy and Oprah.
Jimmy and Oprah. Hey, Billy Von Baum, do your worst.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
Jimmy and Oprah. Now, another thing that we love around here, aside from dogs and kids being cute, is we love it when women have a very sensitive gag reflex, especially to very odd things. And this one may just be the oddest one yet.
Does anybody else have like specific sounds that bother them? For me, it's styrofoam. It's styrofoam. Like styrofoam rubbing against each other. All right, I'm gonna try to open this. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna open this. Okay.
I gotta keep that around just for clips. It was that one specific one that I really wanted to
It's styrofoam.
I know I'm gonna get some requests for that one after the stream.
Oh my god, that shit's fucking hilarious, man.
Now, whether or not it's true, I don't care because it's so fucking funny, and she sells it. She really does.
Yeah.
Fantabulous. Oh man, I'm gonna jump over to Rumble to see if anything new popped in here. I think there may be a couple. Raging Sailor, according to the multiverse theory, anything that could has happened or could happen has happened in an alternate universe. Pop, sorry about your alternate self that's married to Colonel Dina. Rest in peace to your peace of mind.
Fuck off.
That guy is also suggesting, and this one's even worse, Jimmy and Lizzo. Shrinking Lizzo or original recipe Lizzo?
I think we'd go with the original recipe.
On this episode of Why Women Live Longer Than We Do. I hate that the sound cuts out right at the one that literally knocks him off of the fucking chair.
Yeah. That shit's hilarious.
But
that, dudes do stuff like that.
Yes, they do. Single for Life is suggesting Jimmy and Rosie O'Donnell. And he's requesting the immortal dog walker.
Oh, here we go. Never gets old.
That is funny every single time I see it. Alucard, a new fault line was discovered near San Diego. That's interesting. I did not hear about that one. I bet it was from Lizzo jumping rope. Next one here. This is apparently some sort of a whip challenge. Again, another reason why women live longer than we do.
Yeah.
Got me right in the bottom of the leg. Oh, you bad! Oh, you got every part of me. I heard. Oh, you.
That's fucked up. That's a bullwhip, man. That'll open your skin up.
Oh, I know. It'll tear your shit up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bad news bears. 68, Barracuda, Jimmy and Maxine Waters. Oh, he's got the jungle fever. The Rolling Stones even did a song about them.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we got Jackal over on Odyssey says, I'm writing something now. It's sci-fi fantasy versus reality themed book. The most terrible and most recent edition is a flamboyantly gay, muscular femboy with tats, piercings, and likes shit he shouldn't. Can't wait to write his death scene in Gladiator Final Fight style.
All right.
Do it. And luckily, this is not children's programming.
Soy Hora. Hora's sugar daddy dumped her. Can you help her find a job? All right, vámonos. First, we need to find a place that catches Hora's attention. Can you say false advertisement in Spanish? Hora. Whoa! A place that sells men. Vamonos! Full whore once, shame on you. Full whore twice, fuck you.
The horror.
This place says it sells candy. Let's go. They don't sell candy, but they sure do sell cake. I applied.
Oh man, that's funny.
A woman who looks like that, who has a sense of humor. Who knew?
It's rare. It's rare.
It's very rare. I'm hoping that that's just makeup and she doesn't actually look like she's got a baboon's ass where her mouth used to be. But I mean, that's just, maybe that's wishful thinking on my part. I don't know. Terrible.
Who knew?
Alucard's asking for boxed wine and Catland. We already played boxed wine and Catland tonight, bro. But I'll find another one and play it for you in a bit. That guy 1975. Jimmy and Amy Horton. Plus, bring the herpetogonosyphilades meds.
Valtrex.
Mighty Mouse Malibu says Jimmy and Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, she's dead though.
She dead. She dead.
She dead though.
Jimmy and Ruth's corpse.
It's a savage beatdown.
And somehow it would still be a 5-4 on SCOTUS. Disgusting. When logic makes too much sense. See, this is modern women for you in a nutshell. I love how it looks like Battle Dwarf in the front there. Now, instead of just throwing it in the trash, she pulls it closer to the bike. What? And then drops it on the ground.
And then misses. All right. That is, he's keeping her around for the vag, not for her thinking meat.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to have an airtight seal on that vag.
It's just
what you saying.
Alex Patino jumps in and says, "Does anyone remember the feeling when scratching a chalkboard?" Yes. Actually, Pop could demonstrate that for you right now if he wanted to. You're not getting the good sound.
I can't.
It's not working.
Nah.
Damn it.
I used to do both, be able to do both hands and my teeth.
Oh, no.
On the chalkboard. I'm like, and like,
hey, now the teeth is too far.
Yeah. Well, this girl named Abby would faint. Yeah, I was like in the second or third grade. I think it was second grade. And I got yelled at for once because she like fainted. And then the teacher had to leave the room for a few minutes. And I got up there and she fainted again. I got sent to the principal's office. Miss Sugarman got yelled at.
Damn it.
Every time I went there, it's like, so what you do now?
What you do now, man?
I said, your fingernails? Oh, your fingernails and teeth on the chalkboard. Well, that's new.
That's good times. Good times. Great oldies. I'm trying to find that other one that other Box Wine and Catland video that I could show, but I'm not really finding it in the thing. And I know that I recently redid it. I'll keep an eye out for it. Either way, I will have plenty of time to do so because we are going to wrap up with the Wheel of Woe tonight.
There we go.
Fails for the next 2 minutes
God.
and 36 seconds. Bro almost died to grapes is how we start.
Buster!
Don't laugh.
Walk it off.
I've done that. That's the worst.
I'm scared!
Whoa. Oh!
I get dragged off camera.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Do you have an LLC?
Broke his teeth.
Yep. Oh.
Ah, there you go. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Glass exploding in your face. That's always a good idea.
That's not good.
Ready?
Damn.
It'll be fine.
Damn.
It'll be fine.
She killed a bird. There you go.
Whoa!
Oh my God! All right, he landed in the water. He's okay.
Woo!
All right, good. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Ow.
No! Oh. No!
Oh, it's nut shot. Oh, nut shot. Oh.
I'm good.
No, you're not. Oh. What a fucking moron.
You're a dumbass. You're grade A, number one, bonafide first class. You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. And you'll be one all your dumbass life.
I hope his house doesn't burn down.
Well, you know.
These things happen.
They do happen.
Don't fuck around with accelerants in the house.
No, this is what's that word? Bad.
It's bad. It's bad, right?
This is very bad, right? Yeah, this is very bad.
You don't want that.
No, we don't want that. What we do want, though, is one last trip to Box Twine and Catland, as requested.
Was this a long one?
Yeah.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Ah, you bastard. I thought you were going to let me slide on that one.
Nah, not this time.
Nah, not happening.
Master 23 sent in 71. Let's see your adjustment in the chair. You bastard. They got a one cheek sneak it, man. And you get one of these.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Mighty Mouse Malibu has a fingernail plus chalkboard kind of thing. Bite down on a file and yank it out.
No.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't think I
Really
could do the
bad.
teeth thing now because I had baby teeth back then.
Yeah, back then you could just.
I'm not fucking with.
You're gonna get new ones. Who cares?
Yeah.
Kira Ninja 00. Good to see you, sir. The gorilla having the double helpings brown patty almost made me yak.
I'm not the only one.
And he's asking for Singing Blake. All right, here you go. We did have a request for Singing Pop. You guys are jackasses. Always want to watch the same shit over and over again. Pick new videos.
Look at me, I wanna be the captain of the sea.
About time.
The poop that came from me, I'd rather steer us to debauchery.
Careful what you ask for, video guy. Careful what you ask for.
Oh, yeah. I always live to regret that one. Dark Mad Dog over on MGTOW.tv. Joy Behar and Jimmy. Oh. And he follows it up with the dude in high school saw a condom, put it in his mouth, and blew it like a balloon. Also, he did it a super tall fat chick that was pick the meat off the bone ugly. I saw a documentary about dolls. One owned, smelled the vagina of one, and said, "Smells like fish in there." That's disgusting, bro. Don't ever talk about it again. Alucard is asking, any book you'd recommend for the archive?
Well, the Anarchist Cookbook is good. The Poor Man's James Bond 1 or 2.
Can you find that anymore?
Get them both. Yeah, you can get them.
All right.
You can actually find them online and download them PDF.
Download the PDF.
Download PDF.
Oh, no. On the K-Shaps, Vincent Van Gogh F yourself is suggesting Jimmy and Tess Holiday.
Is she still alive?
She literally weighs 3 times as much as Jimmy, bro. Like, she would crush him.
Yeah.
He'd look like Doom at the end of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Surprised? Yes, I am. It's terrible. Turd Ferguson says, why settle for just one, Jimmy? How about a spread of them all?
Damn. Gay sex with a witness with all of his ugly women.
I can't believe it's not Slutter. Hey, you know, if you need wacky wordplay, I'm your man. All right, still 767 watching over on Rumble, 410 on YouTube, and we got 25 watching on Odyssey. MGTOW for some reason keeps going back to the home page for some reason, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, whatever.
It's kind of weird. It's been acting up a little bit tonight.
What are
We
you gonna
appreciate all of your donations and sticking with us here until the end. Thank you all again for your video submissions and your donations. You guys are the bomb. But all good things must come to an end, and it is at that point that we ask for a safety briefing.
All right, everybody, don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out. If you absolutely must fornicate, wear a condom, take it with you, flush it down the toilet, watch it go all the way down, because women are sneaky bitches, and child support does last 18 to 21 years, depending upon the state that you are in. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's always safety in numbers. Maintain your situational awareness, because if you're going to be attacked, something in your environment will have changed. It's up to you to see it. Last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you guys in the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary goddamn problem. Play the long game. You have no idea what tomorrow holds for you. All right, stay in the fight, and if everything else fails, live at a motherfucking spite. And know this, I am cheering for you for all of those victories you have that you can't tell anyone about. Boom, beer me.
Amen to that. And we had 3 donations come in last minute with more suggestions for Jimmy. Alucard says, Billy Von Baum should do a scene with Pop as Jack Sparrow, Battle Dwarf as Barbossa, etc. But Suze McCarley may win the night. Jimmy on a white couch with the cast of The View standing behind him. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
And Nancy's titty twister, Jimmy playing Lizzo's flute? Wouldn't she be playing his flute? I would hope. I don't want to assume her gender or anything.
Yeah.
But as always, don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Don't wind up in the hospital, cemetery, or jail. If you do wind up in jail, establish dominance quickly. And by all means, wash all the cootie juices off of your dishes, because it smells like fish in here.
Not a good thing.
See you guys next week.
Take it easy.
And suck a dick.